is Anarchast.
Hey everybody, welcome to another edition of Anarchast, your home for anarchy on the internet. I have coming in from Warsaw, Poland, Maciek Ziolkowski, and he's actually got something there called the Bitcoin Embassy. He does a lot of Bitcoin businesses in Poland. He's hoping to open up a number of ATM machines, I believe 30 or so in the next year. They also do transactions in Bitcoin. He's trying to spread Bitcoin throughout Poland. Really interesting story. And he's also going to be coming to Anarchapulco this February 27th to March 1st, right behind me on the beach. But the first question we have to ask you, Maciej, is how did you become an anarchist?
Hello, hi. Well, it was. I think I was born. Libertarian. I was never sure what was inside of me, but I always felt that I need the liberty. I felt that I need to be free. So at first I thought that I'm weird, but when I started to look on the internet, I saw that there's a lot of people who want the liberty. So it wasn't me being weird, but the people who didn't want to be free, they were weird.
Is there a lot of anarchists in Poland, or I guess when you say you're weird, you mean that you're not the regular sort of way that most Polish people are, is that correct?
Yeah, I think most Polish people are like the media want them to be. If you watch too much television, you start to think what they want you to think. And I feel even in my close family, sometimes I feel that if somebody is really believing all what he see in the mainstream media or what he reads, he doesn't think out of the box. So what I believe that almost every Bitcoin user is libertarian, because Bitcoin is full liberty, and when we do all our Bitcoin parties, we have from about 50 people up to even 300 people, and the topics are around how to travel, how to store your wealth, and how to make yourself a better person in the libertarian way.
That's a good point, that many people who have gotten involved in Bitcoin so far have been mostly libertarian or anarchist, and that's actually a good thing in some ways, but also a bad thing, because there aren't that many libertarians or anarchists out there. So I'm wondering what you think about what it's going to take to get Bitcoin pushed out to a bigger section of the population.
Well, I believe it's going to be slow at first, but then if you have at least one ATM in every big city, you are ready to go. Today, if you want to buy something in Bitcoins, you need to go to the restaurant, meet a guy and buy from him. Not for everybody it looks legitimate. Sometimes it may look shady, so it's always better to use the ATM. This is our role. Our mission is to promote Bitcoin for younger people because they are more into smartphones. If you ask, let's say my mother, she's around 60, she says she doesn't need Bitcoin because everything what she wants is available in Polish Zlotys. But if you ask my cousin, who is 10 years old, he says that yes, you can use Bitcoin because you have better prices for games or for online ebooks, or he wants a subscription video on YouTube. He can pay in Bitcoins. Using bank account on Friday, he needs to wait around 3 days till Monday for the money to come on the account, right?
Yeah, in Poland, do they use the euro, or are they still using their own currency? I can't remember. I haven't been there in a while.
Well, we have Polish Zloty, and I'm pretty happy with Polish Zloty because still I think our government is better than the Eurozone with the money creation, I think.
Right, but the interesting thing is how long has the Zloty been around? Hasn't it collapsed in the last 10 or 20 years?
Well, it's from 1989, so it's exactly 25 years, the new Polish Zloty. So this is it, 25 years for the currency, right?
But it's interesting because your mother is so happy to use it, but in her lifetime, she's seen a complete currency collapse. Does she ever even think about that, or just doesn't think that can ever happen again?
Well, she saw it twice, actually.
Three times the charm.
Yeah, and still, I'm really surprised. But what she says, it's when she goes to the store, she wants to buy a bread or some groceries. Polish Zloty is what she needs, right?
Oh,
so
yeah.
this is the reason. And I have a question for you. When you first hear Poland, what do you think of? What do you think when you hear Poland?
Oh, that's a good question. I've been there before. I've been to Warsaw. I don't actually think too much, really. I don't have like all these predefined notions in my head about Poland. Probably the first thing that sort of pops into my mind is it was the first place sort of that was attacked during World War II, and how they were so unprepared for that. But other than that, pierogies.
Yeah.
Well, great pierogies, by the way. Even better than in the Ukraine.
But I think you need to think Poland, pretty girls. This is what we...
Yes, I had a very good time when I was there. Actually, I checked into a hotel. I don't know, I have to look up the name of the hotel because it was fabulous. And it's right sort of near the main square, and it looks like a castle. And I think I found it on the internet, and I walked in, and the girl, who was very cute, as you were pointing out, told me that all the rooms were booked. And I said, oh, that's too bad. This place looks amazing. And she said, she's paused for a second. She said, you know what? We have a special room I can give you. And I was like, okay. And I walked in, and it was thousands of square feet with ceilings about 50 feet high. It looked like some sort of emperor's palace room. It had this giant, everything in there was crazy. I took some pictures of it. And then in the morning, when I woke up, she came in to give me a personal wake-up call into my room. So that was really great. I really enjoyed my stay in Warsaw.
Okay, perfect. Sorry. Okay.
But a lot of stuff going on in Poland. I've been hearing actually more and more about it. People are saying the economy is doing fairly well. What can you tell us about that?
Well, what I think it's having Russia and Ukraine as our neighbors, I still think we are doing good. Well, we have a lot of. We are one of the biggest producer of apples in the world, and what I think is we need to focus on the new technology, because we don't have too much. We don't have the natural resources in the amount what we could have as Norway or some Arab countries. So the new technologies is the way where we should go. And when I first saw Bitcoin, I thought, okay, my country is not so big, it's about 38 million. And what would happen if every Polish citizen would like to have one Bitcoin? It would be not enough, right? So I started to think, okay, what about if I would be ready to convince at least 10% of Polish people to have one Bitcoin? It's around 4 million people. We could be one of the most Bitcoin wealthy countries. So this was one of my ideas why to make the Bitcoin embassy.
Yeah, and so when did you first find out about Bitcoin, and when did you start the Bitcoin embassy in Warsaw?
Okay, so it was in early 2011. A friend of mine, he wrote a magazine letter, and it was about some crazy digital currency. I was with two friends of mine. One of them said, oh, this is some weird money, I don't want this. And the second friend said, oh, this could work, but it's too complicated. And I said, gentlemen, this is pure money. We need to do something. And not even more, but a week after this, we had our first miner, and it was one of the best decisions in my life to have a miner in 2011.
Oh wow, yeah. No, that would have been a great time to be mining Bitcoins and holding on to them and not losing them.
We were like, oh my gosh, we are producing only half a Bitcoin a day.
Yeah, from one computer or something, right?
Yeah. One computer.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Not bad.
Right.
Yeah, so that's great. It's going to be interesting to see what happens. What's your take on Bitcoin right now? It hit a high of over $1,000. It's now around 400. What's your take on where it's currently at?
Well, what I believe is 2015 will be the year of surprise. As I saw today, one of Spanish banks invested in Bitcoin startup. For me, this is huge news because Polish banks are still thinking about Bitcoin. They do some research, but they never decided to invest a penny. And here it comes, a Spanish bank invests. So when I saw Wikipedia taking Bitcoin, then it was PayPal to announce, then Dell, Virgin Galactic, Victoria's Secret. When all those big companies said positive on Bitcoin, I thought it's okay. It's only a few months to skyrocket, and then I started counting a little bit, and we have a Bitcoin halving day on around June 2016. So it's around 1 year and a half to the Bitcoin halving day. And the Bitcoin halving day, it means that on every mined block you receive half of Bitcoins, which was last time. So last time, today we produce 25 Bitcoin on every block, and in 2016 it's going to be 12 and a half. So what I believe it's we are expecting a huge rise in price.
Interesting. And just for people who don't know, we're having Anarchapulco right here on the beach right behind me, February 27th to March 1st. We're actually going to have a number of amazing Bitcoin-related people there, including Cody Wilson of Dark Wallet. Roger Ver has just confirmed recently he's going to be flying in from Tokyo. The Bitcoin Jesus, Suzanne Tarkowski Templehoff of BitNation. We're going to have the entire Mexican Bitcoin community here and a lot of Latin American Bitcoin community as well, and many more. So this is, we're not calling it a Bitcoin conference, but there's definitely, we're going to have to almost have an entire day for Bitcoin and cryptocurrency related, or Bitcoin 2.0 related technologies and ideas and speakers. It is 3 days on Anarchapulco, so I'm actually thinking about that now. We might just have a full day on cryptocurrencies, one of the days of the 3. Or at least most of the day. So it's going to be great. You're going to be coming over here, so we're looking forward to that. So we've got people from all around the world. You're in Poland. Roger Ver's coming from Tokyo. I think Cody Wilson's in London. I don't know why, though. I wouldn't want to be in London, but he must have his own reasons. Yeah, he must have some reason. Actually, I don't know where he is. He might be in Switzerland now. He keeps it pretty under the radar, smartly, and especially with what he does. And so, yeah, it's going to be great. So if you have any last comments you want to talk about Bitcoin or anything else, Poland, anything you like, and then just give us the details of where people can find out more information on the Bitcoin Embassy.
Well, what I think is that I said a little bit about the price, but what I think the most important in Bitcoin is the community. If the community will be bigger, we'll have better Bitcoin. Let's imagine internet with only 2 users or with only 10 users. It would be no internet. The internet is people and the Bitcoin is people. So if you are in Poland, or if you come to be in Warsaw, please visit us in Bitcoin Embassy and let's talk. Let's have some fun, and let's spend some Bitcoins in Warsaw, because there are plenty of places to spend those.
Is there quite a few places you can use Bitcoin in Warsaw? Yeah,
actually, for today, if you would go tonight, it's around 10 places where you can spend. But my goal is at the end of 2015 to have 100 places, and I hope I'm going to make it.
That's great. And I know you're planning on putting in Bitcoin ATM machines. Which have you picked which ones you want to use?
Well, actually, a friend of mine from Poland, he's producing his own, because he's an engineer, and I think he knows what he's doing. So in the early 2015, we will have a few Bitcoin ATMs to show and to start putting them on the streets of Poland.
That's great. We're also trying to get one here in Acapulco prior to Anarchapulco, so we're trying to get them out there everywhere we can. Where can people find more information on Bitcoin Embassy or contact you if they're in the area?
Well, I'm on Facebook, it's Maciek Ziolkowski, and I'm on YouTube, is satoshi.pl, and Bitcoin Embassy. If you look on, we are on Twitter, and we try to be everywhere. So if you look for Bitcoin Embassy in Polish, it's Ambasada Bitcoin. So we are happy to host everybody in our office. So please come by.
That's great. And we also have something at the Dollar Vigilante called TDV Groups, which I believe Maciej is a part of. And it's actually a network of people around the world, not necessarily just Bitcoin related, but just liberty-minded people around the world, just subscribers actually of the Dollar Vigilante, which are in so many countries around the world. And so when you're traveling, it's a really great tool. So what I really recommend is for people like us who are freedom-minded, if you are going to be going somewhere, get on the TDV groups. You just need to be a basic subscriber for that. It's $15 a month. We're actually going to set it up as its own product soon too, and really start to promote it. So it's going to be turned into a great travel network. So yeah, definitely check that out. Check out everything sorry, how do you say your name again? Maciej? I can't.
It's Maciej Ziolkowski.
Maciej, yeah. I'm going to get it right one of these times. It throws me off the spelling.
Well, actually, in English, it's Matthias.
Okay, I'll call you Matthias then. That's easier for me.
Cool.
You can call me Jefe, Jeff. Actually, they call me Yef in Mexico. They can't say the J. So yeah, okay. That's it. So I'm looking forward to seeing you here in Anarchapulco at February 27th to March 1st. We'll have the links down below. Please like and subscribe these videos if you enjoy them. Please share. That's as Matthias was letting us know. That's how we can really grow what we're doing, is to get more people involved. And the way we do that is by spreading this information and letting people know what's going on. So please like, subscribe, share, all down below, and come on out to Anarchapulco this February 27th to March 1st, and we're going to have an incredible group of people from around the world coming here, and it's going to be a lot of fun as well. So that's it for Anarchast, your home for anarchy on the internet. Peace, love, and anarchy.
This is Anarchast.